even do DE events. And it's really blown up since then. Parking lot at 5 o'clock for the early bird special. Your brakes you smell, you think?
I think. You think?
All right, good deal. Okay, that went well. I really think you got a good feel for the track. So what we're going to do is just keep, you know, refining and refining. And here, two things are going to happen. The first is, as the track dries out, obviously the traction's going to change. So you have to constantly adjust for that. And the second thing is, you know, especially when you're on a steep learning curve as either a novice or you're going out to a brand new track that you've never raced on before. What happens is you start going, and as your speed increases, all the lines and the brake points and turning points and everything.
That's what was happening in this out when my ABS was kicking on that corner. I was braking at the access road, but I think that's too late. At that speed, I think that's too late.
So you gotta, all that shit. So you're sitting there and you're whipping around and you think you got it nailed, and what happens is that you start increasing your speed, and the next thing you know, you're chasing and missing apexes, and you're like, what the fuck? So you're constantly having to adjust because your speed increases, and as you get your lines down better and you're carrying more speed through the turns, that fucks up the next turn, so that has to get. So it's like a constant.
I felt that. I felt as soon when ABS, and when I ran that one wide, then my next one was off, and then the other one was off. It took me. It wasn't until we hit one again, you know, or five, that things got back together.
Get back on pro.
Yeah, you're right. It's like it compounds it.
Yeah, and then what you're doing, you know what an asymptote is. You're pushing closer to the limit. So as you do that, you've got less and less time to get more and more shit done. You know what I mean? Because you get less time, but you got to slow the car down even faster because you're going faster.
Right.
So your brake zones shrink as your speed is going in. So it's like, and you're pushing the limit all the time. And so it's this constant adjustment. But that's what makes it fun, you know. And that's why it's challenging. But you know, it's so far. I think you're doing okay. I have a feeling you're going to be doing this again, right? You seem to be laughing and giggling over there a lot.
It's a
hoot. It's really,
you know what I mean? It's like, yes. Yeah, I definitely say at this point.
Yeah, I would think so. So I think you'll do really well, actually. I think you're going to be, when you start the main program, I don't want to put expectations in your head that, you know, you're probably not going to be stuck in a green group for like 2 years or anything.
Sure.
They want to move, they really like to move people out. To make room for the new people coming in, and also because, you know, you always, every weekend, you know, there's two or three people at the, you know, I don't want to point fingers at that blue BMW that just they hold everybody up, and they're late with their passing signals, and you know, that gets really frustrating. So generally speaking, you know, they try to get people out of the green group as quick as possible. But you'll be in green a couple of, there's no question about it. But that'll be fine. And I'll tell you, depending on who you get, sometimes the green